hormones and how they play into growing muscle. There are a few that do aid us huge with gaining muscle. Okay, so the three that we're going to talk about right now are insulin, human growth hormone, and testosterone. Okay, with insulin, it's pretty simple. We eat dairy after we work out. I wouldn't say that eating dairy all throughout your day is a very good idea because it does shoot up that insulin. It causes an insulin reaction in your body. Okay, so you don't really need insulin floating around in you all day long. It's just going to cause you to put on too much fat. Okay, but right after a workout, it's awesome. Another way to get the insulin response to happen is to eat a lot of sugar. After a workout is the best time to do this, even though it's going to take quite a bit of sugar to cause an insulin reaction because you just depleted your glycogen stores in your body. Okay, when it comes to human growth hormone, we're going to look more at what we're doing during our workout and what we're doing in our sleep. Okay, so in our workout, at the end of our workout, we want to hit a certain amount of circuit exercises. Okay, so we want to do like as many push-ups as we can in 30 seconds, as many swings as we can in 30 seconds, as many overhead squats as we can in 30 seconds, with maybe we throw in some ropes for 30 seconds too, some modulations. Okay, so what that's going to do is going to jack up our human growth hormone and give us a little hit of that. And the other way that what we need to do to get to increase our human growth hormone is to sleep. Okay, sleep is huge for human growth hormone. If we don't have enough human growth hormone, we're actually going to end up putting a lot more fat on the lower half of our legs. Okay, so down around our calves. And another area that really kills your human growth hormone is stress. Okay, so we have to, by stress, I'm meaning fear. Really, stress is just a fancy word that it's not really fancy, but it's a word that we use to cover up fear because we don't like to admit that we're afraid. Stress is just fear. Okay, so we have to learn to manage our fear, and our human growth hormone will improve because we'll have less of that stress response, which is actually just responding to fear. Testosterone is the big one that everybody talks about. There are some big ways that we can increase testosterone naturally without steroids. One is cholesterol. Cholesterol gets bad rap because it supposedly kills people, which is totally bullshit. If you didn't have cholesterol in your body, you would die. Most of our hormones, maybe all of our hormones, I'm not really sure, but I know that most of our hormones are derived from cholesterol, including testosterone. If we increase cholesterol, we will increase testosterone. Okay, another way is sleep. Getting a lot of sleep is going to aid us in gaining muscle because we have more testosterone floating around in us. We recover better during sleep. Recovery leads to better workouts. Another area is just like growth hormone is getting better at managing our fears. Okay, so less stress means more testosterone. Stress is a killer on testosterone. Another way that we can increase our testosterone is through sex. Okay. When we orgasm, we produce a lot of testosterone. I'm not saying that it would be a good idea to sit around and jerk off all day. And you don't have to look any further than a 14-year-old male to see that. And the joke is that 14-year-old boys jerk off all the time. And the reason that that's funny is because it's true. Okay? This also makes men tired and lazy just because the other chemicals that float around after we have had an orgasm. Okay? So we don't really want that because who wants to go lift when they're groggy because they've been jerking off all day? I think they probably get addicted to that feeling, and then they're just going to want to sit there and do that. On that topic, do not use masturbation as an alarm clock, as a sleeping pill, or as a coping mechanism. That's not what it's about. In fact, really, sex used to be a love thing at one point in our history, or at one time, and now it's kind of become more of a thing about fear, okay? The anger and domination and vulnerability and neediness, and it's really gotten to the point where it's very sad. It's very, very sad. But anyway, that's a different topic for a different video. With insulin, get some dairy in right after you work out. Human growth hormone, do a circuit at the end of your workout and learn to manage your fear. Then get some good quality sleep. I would say for a young high school kid, he needs to be getting 9 hours of sleep plus a 20-minute nap every single day. Am I saying I do that every single day? No. But I'm saying it would be beneficial. For an adult, 8 hours is probably enough. You're not going to work out near as hard as a 14-year-old kid, and your bodies aren't developing nearly as quickly. So 8 hours plus a 20-minute nap is going to beheave you. Okay? When it comes to testosterone, we get off, we eat cholesterol, we learn to manage our fear, and we sleep. That's basically how, if we try to make it very simple, that's how it would work.